welcome to this week's special episode of the Creatia Conversation. I am your host, Sir Cuss-a-Lot, Travis Pointer, and I'm joined by my co-host, Mara the Shark Watkins.
Hello there.
And Kobe, Tiger Blood Pointer.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Tiger blood?
I don't know where he got it from.
Explain it later.
Hey, I mean, he goes to Gremlin, to the Tiger, so I just threw that in there.
Yeah, didn't even think about it.
He didn't have one for himself, so I made one up for him. So,
Okay.
How are you doing today, kids? You doing all right?
It's hot.
Yep.
It is hot. It's really hot. You good, Kobe? You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Making it?
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
Making it, yep.
I think it's hot, but he got to go swimming today, so I don't even know,
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I'm tired, but
Officially hate you.
Extremely loud.
Yeah, I want to beat her.
It's whatever. I deal with it. But we're here to talk about E3. E3 is over now. We're going to be discussing each of our top 5 games from E3 from this year. Just that simple. We saw a lot of things from E3. We saw the press conferences, watched, some other things that happened during the week, some interviews and gameplay and all that throughout the week. And now we're going to talk about our top 5 games. So,
Lit.
yeah. Without further dudes, who wants to go first and just give me your number 5? Or would you rather I go first and give you my number 5?
I didn't even realize we were ranking these, but I will go first. My number 5 was Skull and Bones from Ubisoft.
Interesting choice. What'd you like about Skull and Bones?
I like pirates, son.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm kind of intrigued to play a game where I can, sail a ship and, sink other ships. It's like Battleship and Black Sails put together.
I ain't never played that.
Black
You
Sails
ever
is in
played
the game.
Battleship?
You never played?
No, I played Battleship. Yeah,
Black Sails
Sails.
is a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why I never played it. So
Yeah, I've never played Black Sails either. So
yeah.
We should approach Stars about creating a game of it.
Talk to them like, hey, I need y'all to do this. I don't know who you talk to, but y'all need to make this game. I'm with it.
Just email Stars customer service.
Like, yeah, you should make this game, even though you have nothing to do with game development. But yeah, okay. So your number 5 is Skull and Bones, not Black Sails. Skull and Bones.
And also because since it's so new, we don't really know much about it other than it's pirates and ship play. So I feel like, since I didn't watch all the gameplay.
Well, that's the thing. From what it looked, I didn't see a lot of gameplay throughout the week of it. But like I said, from the presentation, it looked like what For Honor was, but just with pirate ships. So It's like I'm cool with that. I like it. I can get with it. It's cool. They leaning into this whole games as a service kind of thing, which I like. So I'm okay with that.
Alrighty.
Yeah. What's your number 5, Kobe?
Man, all mine were like number 1s in my eyes. So my number 5 was Uncharted because I'm a huge Uncharted fan. Actually, Terry, my cousin, she actually just got a PS4 and it's the Uncharted version, and I fell in love with it today. So.
Oh, she got
it
with the first first three Uncharted attached with the remastered ones. Oh, okay. Yeah. So she actually does that give you the physical version or the download code?
They didn't give her none. She just got the system with the print on it. It's like it's blue with Nathan Drake on the front.
So
yeah, but you get the game with that.
Just one. I think it was just the 4th one.
Really?
Because mine was a bundle, mine was a bundle and it came with the 4th one, but I didn't get no skin with it.
Interesting. See, I thought the one that came out was the one with the first 3 Uncharted. Is that what you were talking about, Mara?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
But I
first
think
three, with the Uncharted collection. Yeah,
they might have changed it over time though.
they may have.
Because
Yeah,
the price of that game has dropped drastically.
yeah,
And the fourth Uncharted is probably what would make it worth whatever they charged it for it.
makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so
That's like if I was to get my Darth Vader. I have the Darth Vader Star Wars one. If they would give me Battlefront, I'd be like, take this shit back. Give me another game.
or you can
Pay
just not,
$450 for the system.
or you can just not get that bundle.
I wanted that bundle. Yeah. The Batman one was sold out because they came out at like the same year.
Yeah, I remember.
But now I'm gonna trade in.
I remember you telling me that you were going to get the Batman one. That's why when you first mentioned getting the Battlefront one, I'm like, huh? Okay.
Yeah, no, my brother-in-law got the Batman one, and he just traded in his for the gold PS4, which I want to do as well.
Wow.
I want that too.
That shit is sexy, and it's
beautiful. Why not?
I hear you, but the money you can spend on that can be spent on so many more games.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if I trade in my PS4 towards that one, I'm getting $100 off of that one, and it was like, well, now it's not $250 anymore, but it was $250 this past week.
That's
and now
3 games.
Yeah, but there's nothing out that I want right now.
Right now, yes. No. But were you gonna get it right now?
I wanted to.
But you wouldn't have, so.
No, I couldn't. I had a plan to do so, but then I would have been broke for 2 weeks. So I decided that priorities had to take the front seat.
See, my thing is, every time I see something, I'm like, yeah, that would be cool to have if I didn't already have a PS4. Like,
it's not like I'm getting a second PS4.
I hear you, but it's just like if I were to do that, I'd like the money I'd spend on the next PS4, I can spend on games, and like that's just the way I see it.
Whatever.
But anyway,
what is your 5th game?
My
Travis?
number 5 is Marvel Spider-Man, and it looked great. I thought it was like an awesome game. But the thing is, to me, it's still just like, to me, it's like, okay, the reason why I didn't rank higher, it just didn't seem like, it wasn't something new to me, you know, like something that I've played Spider-Man games before, you know, maybe they weren't as good as this one promises to be, but I've played other Spider-Man games before, so it wasn't a big deal to me as much as it would be had I not played other good Spider-Man games before, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that was the only reason it was good to me, because I ain't played a lot of them, so.
Yeah, so that's the only reason why I didn't rank as high. But it's just, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a lot of fun, but you know, it's my number 5.
If you say so.
What, you disagree with me ranking it number 5? What, you think it should be higher, lower?
I mean, it was my number 2.
I mean, we haven't gotten that high yet, but you should have just been like, yeah, I disagree. That would have made sense, you know.
Okay. You asked the question, I gave you an answer.
I'm just fucking with you. It's okay. It's okay. What's your number 4?
My number 4 was Assassin's Creed Origins. And it's not because the game isn't good, because I feel like if they've made like 50,000 of these, they have to be doing something relatively right, because I hear on the border things about it, but I haven't played it. But this one looks super fucking good because it goes back me.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, you got this misconception that, like, you know, we wasn't ranked number 1, so it's not good. I mean, there were like so many games that were shown at E3. Like, Microsoft showed off 42 games. Like,
did they really?
Yes. So
that's a lot.
So like,
that's a lot of fucking games.
So
How long was their conference?
90 minutes, I think. But even so, like a lot of them were brief shows, you know. But even so, like I said, like it made your top 5 out of all the games that were shown at E3. Like, that's still way up there, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't want someone being like, "The fuck is wrong with this female, yo?" Ranking this at number 4, because I know someone is out there who probably would feel that way. Maybe not one of our viewers, listeners, but somewhere in this big ass
someone
planet,
who thinks you don't know games because you have a vagina.
Yeah, they exist.
Yeah. What's your number 4, Kobe?
I say Days Gone. I was tied between Days Gone and Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna say Call of Duty, yeah, because I watched more gameplay this week for Call of Duty than I did Days Gone. Yeah, I was
Mm-hmm.
very torn between those two for my number four. But yeah, because Call of Duty on the gameplays, they released not all the weapons you could use in the game, but just like two from each class set, like two shotguns, two pistols, and they introduced a firing range this time. Like I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but for the viewers who play Call of Duty, which is like more than half the world, they know
Yeah,
what I'm talking
yeah, I
about.
hear you. I
So
know it's huge. I know it's
yeah,
huge. I just don't
it
give a
is
shit.
great. Yeah,
I think it looks cool because it goes to World War II, and as a
yeah,
history junkie, I like that.
Hmm. I mean, I can
I like
appreciate
back
Call of
to the
Duty.
old
Like
times.
I know that as far as shooters go, they know what the fuck they're doing and they do it well,
Yes,
you
they
know.
do.
But I'm not really into shooters like that, which is why I never really got
Yeah,
into Destiny because like let's do Destiny, and I tried it. I'm like nah, never mind.
I'm not that good at them, but I do find them fascinating. I do like watching people play.
Hmm.
But like, I mean, like Travis, I'm more of a story mode kind of person.
Oh, so am I. By the way, Kobe, especially since you're as good as you are at shooting, we need to get you on the esports circuit. Like we gonna make you big. I don't know how we gonna do it,
I
but we
feel
gonna.
like I can beat the world.
I think you can too, if you like really focus and like
They're
Hmm.
gonna make you one of those big chunky guys who does nothing but eat Funyuns, Cheetos, and drink energy drinks, just playing
and
esports
Mountain
all
Dew
day.
and Mountain
And
Dew
Mountain Dew.
and Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
You will
we
never have
all
to worry
drink
about
that.
kids. Because I heard that shit lowers the count. So you never have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'll never see a YouTuber with a kid. Now that I think about it.
Nah, she was talking about Mountain Dew.
Oh, oh,
I was gonna say Phil DeFranco is a kid, but that's the only one I think I know that has a child.
Well, I listen to a lot of
He's
people
the
like at IGN and stuff. And a lot of them have kids. But anyway, well, it's funny because you were going back and forth on your number four between Days Gone and Call of Duty because my number four was Days Gone.
oh. Well, it
And
worked out.
the
Yeah.
thing is, last year I saw Days Gone in their in Sony's press conference, and I was just like, okay, because like they showed like a little brief trailer last year with the dude with the motorcycle, and they just did a little exposition, just talking about the world, I guess, and then they ended it with Days Gone with him just mowing down a bunch of like zombies or freakers as they
Yeah.
call them in Days Gone, and I was just like, there's nothing really special about this. And then I saw it this year, and I'm like, oh, and I was very
Yeah, it's
pleasantly
more than just
surprised.
the zombies. So
Exactly, it was a lot more to it. And I'm like, oh, I like this. I like this. I want this. Why isn't this
yeah,
out
because I
right
thought
now?
it
Because
was
I
just a
want
zombie
this.
game too.
Yeah, but it was like I said, it was a lot more than I thought it was, and it was something new and fresh. And I really think I'm going to enjoy this game, so that's why that made my number four.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your number three?
Me?
That's the order we've been going in. You want to switch it up? We can switch it up. We'll go to my number three. Go reverse order. How about that?
Do you want to go first, Kobe?
Yeah, I don't care.
No, you can't go first. I'm
My
going
number
first.
four, I mean
So
three. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just fucking
That's
with
cool.
you. Go ahead, dude.
Oh, cool. My number three is God of War, because I didn't really grow up on God of War, but ever since they was like started making remastered editions and stuff,
Poor
I played like all
child.
of them.
Oh, you've played them all?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
played
So
like
you've played them
yeah, I
all.
played them all. Yeah,
Okay. So at least you've
I don't
played
know the
them. I was about to
storyline,
say
but
you.
I've played them.
Okay. You don't know
Yeah,
the story?
and
Let's run through the story
uh,
real quick. God of War 1 is just Kratos. He's a very angry young man. In case you didn't know, he's swinging his blades of chaos around, just killing everything in sight because he's pissed off because he accidentally killed his own family because Ares told
yes, I
him
remember
like kill
that.
some shit, and the whole thing is him just I need to kill Ares because fuck that dude. So in the
It's
end, you
not
end up
in case anything that Ares is in. Ares is just that dude that everyone's like, fuck that nigga.
yeah, that's basic. That's Ares. That's Ares. Fuck that nigga. Yeah, basically in everything. Um, So yeah, that happens. He ends up killing Ares. He gets like opens up. Apparently, Pandora's box in this game is a good thing because he opened up Pandora's box and became a god, and he was able to face Ares and he kills Ares.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
and remastered edition. I opened Pandora's box, but I don't get no powers. I already got the powers by then.
No,
So,
like you open it up and you like grow like huge and all that kind of stuff. That's when you become like
oh,
having the God's powers didn't actually make you a god. Opening the box made you a god.
Oh, he said you're not a god,
oh, I
Steve.
ain't played that one yet. Then I
That
ain't
was the
played that.
first one. That's when you
I
open
ain't played that.
Pandora's box. You just weren't paying attention to the story. That's all.
The very last one I opened Pandora's box, but I ain't fight Ares. I fought some dude in it was like a temple. He had a white robe on. He was old,
That was
and I ain't grow big
Zeus.
though. Yeah, and I opened Pandora's box because it was a flame that came out the box. It
Are
was in
you
like
sure
a
that was Pandora's box though?
yeah, because it was in a cylinder thing. It looked like leaves, but they were like metal, and they like unraveled, and then the box came up out the
Just
ground, and
because
then
That
there's a
I
sounds
opened
like
the
box
box.
doesn't
Chelsea's
make. I'm
box.
about to say that doesn't mean it's Pandora's box.
Yeah, when the mission say find Pandora's box, it do, and that's what
Sounds
it
like
told me to
Chelsea's block
do.
from down
Yeah.
Chelsea's box from down the street.
Who's Chelsea?
I don't know. I'm just naming some
I'm about to
random
say
person.
like what we talking about Chelsea's box now? Like she have a special box?
She sounds like I mean, if you're
Have you
talking about
experienced
fire,
Chelsea's box, Mar?
no, but I've heard a lot of things about
You've
Chelsea's
heard about
box.
Chelsea's box. Well, what have you heard about Chelsea's box? Is it a good box?
Chelsea's box is on
It's
fire.
oh, that's not a good thing. We don't want fire
Yeah,
in the box.
that's what I'm saying.
We don't want that. We don't want to get burned when we open the box.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
we don't want that. But anyway, yeah, Kratos is like half Greek god because his daddy is Zeus and all that kind of shit. And so like this whole thing is him, he's in the Norse region. So dealing with Norse gods like Odin and all them niggas. So
So does it have Greek? It has Greek mythology and Norse mythology.
well, the first three were Greek mythology, the ones on PS2
Okay.
slash PS3. But this one is going to be looks like it's going to be all Norse mythology, but they're acknowledging everything that happened with the Greek mythology.
Okay.
Because now
So
he
they're
has like
bringing
another
worlds
kid.
together.
Yeah, yeah. Which,
Kids in like Scotland or Ireland or whatever, and then kids in Greece are never going to be allowed to play this game.
as long as I can play it, I'm okay with that.
Yep, me
Their
too.
grandmothers and their babas and all that are going to be like, no, none of this foolishness, this blasphemy.
Oh man! All right, my number 3 is Mario Odyssey. This game was like, okay, Travis. I look at this, I'm like, oh, Travis, you need to get a Switch because
That's the one with the rabbits.
no, no,
Oh,
no, no. That's called Rabbits plus Mario or Mario plus Rabbits or something like that.
I think it's Super Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, that shit. But no, Mario Odyssey. You didn't see Mario Odyssey on Tuesday morning?
Nope.
What are you kids doing with your lives? Anyway,
like the only
Drugs.
game I didn't see. I saw the other Mario.
that's the thing. We were both watching the Nintendo thing on Tuesday morning. We were both talking about how the Nintendo conference was boring as fuck.
Drugs.
Oh, I turned it off. Is that the one we said we weren't broadcasting? Because if it was, I turned it
Yeah,
off
that was one we were like,
afterwards.
yeah, we're not going to talk about this tonight. And I'm okay. You turned it off after that.
Yeah, because it was boring. Like I
It
was trying to
was. The
find
thing
some
is,
interest
later
in it.
on, I was like, the conference itself was still boring. Like, even though they announced like they're gonna make a Pokemon game for the Switch, which we already knew they were gonna do anyways, it didn't matter. And then Metroid Prime 4 was coming, which I don't really. I mean, Metroid is cool and all, but I don't care. But yeah. And Mario Odyssey was one like, okay, I'll look more into this. But then I saw more gameplay throughout the week, and I'm like, It gave me that same feeling that I got the first time I saw Mario 64. When I was just like, oh, this is new. Everything's
Say
different now.
64.
I guess
Everything's
I've seen
different
a
now.
trailer for that.
Like, it's just like everything's different now. Like, the world had changed when Mario 64 came out. This is not the same world anymore.
You think the world gonna change again?
Because of Mario Odyssey? Yup. Because here's the thing. They took what happened in Mario 64. They've had other 3D Mario games since Mario 64, of course. But not
They've
like
even
that.
had a 2D one,
Oh, they've had other 2Ds also. Yeah, but yeah.
like
well,
Paper Mario.
yeah, and
That's what I
all
was
that shit.
referring to.
Yeah. And the Mario that was on Wii, I forgot what it was called. But with this one, they introduced the whole Cappy thing. With the Cap is alive now.
Oh yeah, I did see that. You could throw it and capture the
Yeah,
coins and stuff.
you throw it and capture the coins. You can throw it and you
Yeah, I
capture.
saw that.
See how they say capture because it's the cap, but
Cap. Yeah.
so you can like the bullet bill shoots at you. You could throw the cap at the bullet bill. You could possess the bullet bill, so you the bullet bill not flying around and shit. Like enemies, you
Be
can
the
throw it.
bullet.
Yeah, like the Goombas come at you, you throw the cap at them, you can possess the Goombas and shit. All that shit. I'm like, oh, they're changing this shit up. Okay. It's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like when
creative.
Mario 64 introduced the fact that Mario could punch. Now he's throwing the cap, and the cap's alive. And you like get other outfits and all that other kind of shit. It's looks like it's gonna be like some real serious awesome shit. I'm like, Travis, you need to get a Switch now, because before the Switch came out, I'm like, everybody's like, oh, Zelda. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Zelda. I'm sorry.
Zelda's not enough.
And in my head, it's like I can appreciate Zelda. I just don't give a fuck about Zelda.
Not
So
enough.
yeah, but with this Mario here, I'm like, yeah, this actually made me say, yeah, I need to get a Switch. So that's why it's ranked number 3 for me.
I can respect that.
Yeah. What about you, Sharknado? What is your number 3?
My number 3 is Marvel versus Capcom.
Interesting. Why is that?
Because I love those games. Like when when the first Injustice came out, I loved that one. I don't have it right now because it's in my friend's packing box when she moved. But then, Injustice 2 came out, and you know how they created like that story mode for Mortal Kombat. Was that X? Is it X or is it Z?
It's
There's no
X.
Z, so it
Thank
must
you.
be X.
It's X. Yeah.
Um, and I don't know. I just like those kind of games. Like those are like the only those are probably the only games that I don't need a story with that I like.
Okay.
Like Tekken.
I like Tekken.
Let's talk about Tekken for a second, because I didn't play a lot of Tekken, but whenever I played Tekken, I was always Eddie Gordo. And it's the one that did the Copiera. The breakdancing Jamaican dude. Where you can just
I
mash
think that's
buttons and he just... Huh?
Capoeira. Isn't that Capoeira?
Capoeira, yeah.
Yeah.
I was some dude that always kicked a lot, and I just seemed to win by doing the same kicking move. So that's what I
It
did.
sounded like you picked Law. Was that Law? Did he make
Did
the
a whole
noise
bunch
like...
of kicking.
Did he make the noise like Bruce Lee?
Like yeah.
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 Yeah, that was Law. Yeah.
Yeah, I always won. I loved them.
See, Eddie Gordo was the one you could just hit buttons and he just like flip around and like do the twisted breakdance and shit all the time. Yeah, that was the dude that you pick when you don't know how to play.
I've only played Tekken like once or twice, but I was bigger on like Street Fighter and Virtual Fighter, and then
Virtual
Wait,
Fighter,
Dead or
really?
Alive.
You said
Dead or Alive is
Virtual
good.
Fighter? You going
Virtual
Sega Saturn on me
Fighter
right now?
was my shit.
Are you really going Sega Saturn on me right now, Mara?
I didn't have that system, but like yes.
Oh man.
I don't remember which one I had, but I like loved it.
There may have been one on Dreamcast also, but that's a Sega Saturn game through and through.
I had mine for PlayStation 2, but I don't remember which one it was.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to. I think it was it 5? Maybe. It might have been 5 or 4. It's one of those two.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Well, my number 2 was God of War. We already talked about God of War. It ranked higher for me, mostly because I have a deep history with God of War. So it was one of those. I played it. I want to say, when did that come out? 05, 04? When the first one came out?
Something like that.
Yeah. And ever since then, I'm just like, yeah, this is awesome. This is one of those games. It was like one of the most brutal games I had ever played before. And it was just like, oh, this is great. And I just kept
Yes,
going.
it
And
was.
just like even the PSP ones, like I had that one. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And yeah.
That's how Dante Inferno was for me. I wish they make another one of that, but I don't see how they could make
Yeah,
a
I'm about to
story
say,
for
yeah,
it.
there's really no way to do that.
Yeah,
Do that twice. Yeah.
they should
Is it kind
remaster
of
it
just
though.
like the same story each one?
Kind of like Dynasty Warriors does, though, because that's still good every time they do it. They tell the same story in Dynasty Warriors.
Extend the story.
Yeah, they just add more characters in, but tell the same story over and over again. I'm okay with that though. I'll still buy every one.
Me too.
Uh yeah, so that was my number two. What about you, Mara? What's your number two?
Spider-Man.
Okay. Why is Spider Man your number two?
So a long time ago, I used to have a GameFly account that I'm actually considering redoing so I can continue to just keep getting games without paying for them to buy them. And I got like this one Spider-Man game. I believe it was around the time the second Spider-Man came out. And I just played that game, and I was so annoyed with how it played and like the functions and the way the story progressed. So I was just like, "Fuck this shit," and I sent it back. So that after seeing, the presentation from the press conference and a little bit of play from the game, I'm just kind of super excited for this one.
Okay. What about you, Kobe? What is your numero dos?
No, I ain't played a couch co-op game since like, well, besides Marvel, but that don't really count because that one just came out. But yeah, besides the last couch co-op game I played was Army of Two, and I think that was on PS3.
Yo, Army of
So
Two was like let's just
the
sidetrack this for a
greatest
second.
game
That
I had ever witnessed. I
that
used
was
to have
so
two
awesome. Yeah,
controllers.
with like that two-player game of you, like you and whoever you choose to play with. Shout out to Kenneth Dillon, my Army of Two partner. That was my boy. We played like those co-op shooters together. That one and Resident Evil 5. Anyway, yeah, man, that was a great game. That was a very fun game. It was really
Yeah,
stupid in sometimes, but it was a fun kind of stupid.
I didn't know the
Anyway,
story of that either. I just saw killing. So,
back to your couch co-op. What were you saying?
oh yeah, because I like couch co-op games. They always seem to have like good storylines
Mm-hmm.
because it's like they focus on it being kind of multiplayer with two people, but it's still like a story mode game, and those games are always good to me. So,
So what's your number two?
A Way Out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were breaking up when you first said the name of the game, so I just wanted you to say it again. That's all.
Oh yeah,
Cool. Cool. All right. Well, it's time for number one. And who should I'll go first on this. My number one is Detroit Become Human. Because
That
I
the
looks
main character in that is on Grey's Anatomy.
one of the main
yes,
one of the
someone
main
saw.
characters in that. There are
Yeah, the
three of
dude,
them.
one of the main
Yeah, there
characters.
are
Yeah,
three main
he's like
characters.
one of the newer generation of people.
Yeah, there are three main characters in this game though. And it's just if you all had played Heavy Rain, you'd understand why I'm so excited for this. And
No, I never
Played
played it.
what?
Heavy Rain.
Ah,
I'm doing. I'm gonna stream that tomorrow. By the way, because it was only $30 on PS Plus on PSN. So I'm like, yeah, I'll get this. I'll stream it because it's fun. Well, not really. It's more just a really great experience of a game, and just like it looks like what Heavy Rain started, even though this wasn't their first game. Quantic Dream had other games before this, but what Heavy Rain started, Detroit Become Human is building on that. It's like Heavy Rain in the future, and it's just awesome to me. And I love great storytelling in games. Like I was watching, the trailers and they were all good, but then I saw like a gameplay video of them actually playing the game, and saw the choice that had to be made and how like you had to like use information that you find to better your probability of success in certain missions and all that kind of stuff. And it was just
Mm.
really involved and really cool. And I'm just like, this is what gaming needs to turn into instead of just mindlessly pressing buttons and just
Saving
there's
the
a
world every
there's a
time.
thing, kill it, every
Yeah.
time. And it's not just that in this game. I enjoy great storytelling, and in Quantic Dream games, always not always, but often do a great
always.
job of telling the story. and that's what I think this is going to be like. Typical movie scripts. I was listening to an interview. Typical movie scripts tend to be like, about, say, like 100, pages. The script for this game, the guy said, is about
1,000.
2,000.
Oh. Wow.
Because there are so many different choices you can make in this game that can change the outcome of it. Like in Heavy
So
Rain,
it's long.
it's not even that it's long. It's just there's so many different things that can happen. Like there's just so much that can happen in this game. Like it's just like in Heavy Rain, there's a scenario where like one of the four main characters, I think there's four, one, two, three, I think there's four. Like a main character can die like early on, and you just don't have that character anymore for the rest of the game.
Like they did in GTA.
Like well, that doesn't happen to the
Man,
end, But this is one they
it
could
crushed my dreams.
this character can die like near the beginning, and you just don't have that character anymore for the rest of the game. It just changes everything. Same with this one. Like they show like the gameplay of like a hostage negotiation that was going on. Like there's things that can happen where you end up dead. The guy that's holding the hostage can end up dead. The hostage can end up dead. Both of you can end up dead. All three of you can end up dead. Like
so it's like so it's kind of like almost kind of like the Telltale series where it's like what you do affects the outcome, but it's not necessarily the Telltale series.
Kinda. Difference is the Telltale series gives you the illusion of choice. Because in the end, the story is still the same. It's just the characters in it change. Kinda.
Okay.
In the end, like let's just talk about the first season of The Walking Dead. In the end, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. In the end, Lee is gonna die no matter what.
I don't know who that is.
But I finished the first season.
Yeah. In the end, Lee is gonna die in the first season of The Walking Dead Telltale game.
Who's Lee?
The main character in The Walking Dead Telltale game.
Game. Sorry,
the
I
only
was thinking
person
of
I think from the show is Glenn.
Yeah, he's the only one that's from the show that's in the game. But in this game, like you're like one of the four main characters that are in this game that are actually involved. The time I played through this game that was involved the entire time dies off. Or the main character can die at the end too. Like in different spots, people can end up dead and changing the whole story. Instead of just changing like who's involved in the story. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like Quantic Dreams games. So it's just I'm really, really looking forward to this. I don't know when it's coming. They haven't given us a date yet, but that's my number one. Let's go to Mara. What's your number one?
Uncharted.
Okay. Why is Uncharted your number one?
I'm a big fan of the Uncharted. Like I've played them. I played them all, and except for the fourth one. The fourth one is the only one I haven't had a chance to do yet. But like I wasn't aware that they were making another one following the fourth one because I kind of took the fourth one as the end of it.
Well, that's the end of Nathan Drake. But
yeah, they switched the story.
Lost Legacy is Chloe and Nadine. Is that her name? Yeah.
Which Nadine was in the fourth one. Because it's women doing this shit. I love it.
They have vaginas. They can't do archaeological stuff.
I feel like it won't be as much killing though as all the other Uncharted because
don't underestimate women.
You mean because look, they're just saying because Nathan Drake is actually a mass murderer. So
yeah, for no reason.
For absolutely no reason. Nobody just acknowledges this, but Nathan Drake is a mass murderer. But go ahead.
Between all four games, I've killed like Earth 5 times. So
yeah. Okay. Uncharted Lost Legacy is your number one.
When does that come out?
2018, I think.
Don't say no more.
Actually, I think it's later this year.
Say more.
Go ahead and give me your number one, Kobe, and I'll look this up.
Mine is Assassin's Creed Origins.
Interesting.
And The biggest reason why that's my number one is because every single Assassin's Creed I've ever played in my life, I've played every single Assassin's Creed ever made, from the Ezio ones to Black Flag to Syndicate, which is the last one that they made. And you got
Pause.
weapons to
Pause.
choose
Pause.
from.
Pause. Pause. Uncharted Lost Legacy comes out in August. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that in August. But yeah, you
That's gonna be
got from
Luna's birthday gift to me.
Hey, go ahead, Kobe. Talk about
from
Assassin's Creed.
from all the Assassin's Creeds, like from the first one, you got weapons to choose from. You got your swords, your guns, and all that. But you only buy them if you want to. Like me, I'll stay with the level one upgrade for everything, and I'll be able to do the mission no matter what difficult is on, no matter what. With because as long as you counter right, you're gonna kill them. In Assassin's Creed Origins, they got a whole new system where like you could get different colored bows, and that's the higher difficulty. Like you can't just charge into an enemy camp that's a very high level if you're a low level because there's no way of completing it.
Yeah,
So
they
it
put
makes you
in
work more.
yeah they put in a lot of RPG elements now.
Yeah.
Makes you care more. Basically, you just don't run in anywhere. I feel you.
Yeah, cause me, I'm running in anywhere, no matter what difficulty. I'm level one. You recommend level 45. I'm in right now. So
Yes, I know you. Yes, I know.
yeah, and I'm gonna complete it too. So
You think you're gonna complete. That's the thing. You think you
oh, I
can.
complete them. I
Yeah,
complete them.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So there's our top 5 E3 games that we saw this year. I love
Boom.
E3. It
Me too
is
now.
it is the most wonderful time of the year. Like I said
I may
before.
most likely watch again next year.
Oh, you're gonna watch again next year.
I am.
Um, like I said before, people try to claim the most wonderful time of the year is Christmas, and I look them in the eye and I call them a liar. But yeah, that's E3. We got more coming this year with games. This is gonna be a monthly thing, a gaming focus, Creatia Conversation. Also a TV and film focus, Creatia Conversation. So they'll be basically 2 weeks apart. So you get 2 Creatia Conversations a month now. Mara's acting like she's like just completely worn out, but she's not gonna have to do them all. So I don't even know why she's really acting like she's all worn out. I'm the only one that has
Cause
to do
it's
like
funny.
everything.
Cause it's funny. Cause it's funny. Kobe laughed.
Kobe laugh at anything, man. He doesn't have a sense of humor.
No,
He
he
just laughs when he
doesn't.
thinks people should just laugh. So he just like, yeah, that's funny.
Bazinga!
You're
No, it
ridiculous.
really be funny. All of it. It be funny.
Kobe thinks everything is funny. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he'll laugh at anything. It doesn't really mean anything. But yeah, had a little itch there, Mar.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end it here though. That was fun. This has been the Creatia Conversation. You can follow us on both Twitter and Instagram at Creation Magazine. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/Creation Magazine. You can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at Sir Cussalot. That is at SIR_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
On Instagram and Twitter at Mara the Shark _. That's MARADASHARK _. Hello.
Luna, where can they find you on Instagram?
Luna Buna 29.
Kobe, where can they find you?
On Instagram at Kobe_23 pointer. That's COBEY_23 POINTER.
You
All
need a
right.
more simple Instagram handle, my son.
Listen,
I've had it
like
since I
I
was a
mean, it makes
freshman.
perfect sense to me. Like
Like,
Kobe
it makes sense, but
underscore,
it's just like,
and then
that's just
23
mouthful.
is motherfucking Jordan, Chicago born, son.
Luna
See?
said that's the mouthful.
Whatever. 23, Jordan, Chicago. Anyway, We're gonna end this here. We'll catch you all next time. Until then, stay creative, stay free.
Deuces. Say bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.